naughty or nice? Sugar or spice? Or is it maybe a bit of a suspect device? He's making a list, checking it twice, and we're about to get just a bite of a wild card read to determine whether you have fate or fortune on your side this Yuletide, and dropping in with you as we are building up to one of the most magical hours of all, the point when we have an equal balance of shadow and light. With winter solstice coming in the small hours, it'll hit about 4:01 a.m. in the Western Hemisphere, just as we enter into Capricorn season, which is coming in for the 22nd, and wonderful energy that Capricorn is holding there, coming out right out the gate, but it's still in Sagittarius season. So Sag is getting a little bit of a lucky break. They're coming first. But that'll be 1:01 a.m. for those of you on Pacific Standard Time. Here in the Western Hemisphere, of course, it's a totally different time in other places in the world. And there's always that balance too, right? So shadow and light, always in balance, seasonally, all across the globe, wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying this time. I hope you're feeling the buildup of the energy that came in with the full moon we had. I'm taking it, man. I don't know. I mean, I know that Uranus is nigh, okay? But it doesn't have to be all about Uranus, you know? You don't have to have such a dank view of what's in store, okay? There is some playful energy about, there is a little spiritedness in the air, so I hope you enjoy yourself and celebrate that light coming in wherever you are in the world, because that positive energy of expansion is brewing. But right now we're gonna have a little bit of fun, and we are gonna open up here by diving in with Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius. Let's see this holiday season. How are you coming up on that list with Spirit? Ooh, we already got a little shadow that wanted to come up right out the gate. Look, I'm just going to come clean here. I don't want to mess around with Santa, man. Last time I tried to play around with old Saint Nick, it didn't work out so well for me. Sick Jack Frost on my butt, and I've felt kind of like frozen in place ever since. Okay, Sag. Let's see what's coming in here for Sagittarius. I mean, right off the gate, that's kind of a funny energy. What is this? Oh, yeah. I mean, I have to say the fantasy didn't quite measure up in the reality with the Ten of Hearts here. This looks like something hasn't been so nice in the fairy tale department. You've been dealing with a little bit of a Grimm's fairy tale theme. But I don't know, you might be at the point. I mean, it did come in with your year ahead read, Sag, that you are the comeback kid. This is your montage moment. You are the main character in your story, so it's time to kind of like turn this energy around, right? Maybe it's to be determined whether the holidays are going to be naughty or nice for you. It's hanging in the balance somewhat here, Sag. Let's check it out, see what we got. Ooh, I mean, this don't look too bad. You got a Queen of Hearts coming up in the light. This is some positive energy here. But you may feel like, you're kind of sitting here solo. You wish you could mingle with another. Yeah, I see this here, okay? You're dealing with some highly independent energy. Maybe there's two people that are sort of like holding themselves at bay. You got to make a choice. Is it apples or oranges here? One could be a fire sign. One could be a water sign. Ooh, we got somebody in the mix who ain't too happy about that, with a Queen of Diamonds coming up in the shadows. So 3 is definitely a crowd. This could be a case where, two of you are kind of in a position where you're being held up, and maybe even kind of having this energy of being separated and forced by somebody here who's not digging this arrangement. It's not working for them at all. This is definitely like a third-party situation. Okay, apply it as it fits for you. For a lot of you, I got this is coming up in matters of love. In other cases, it might be a little bit difficult at the holiday table this year if there's some fallout going on in the family, maybe some arguments too about, well, who gets to host the meal this year, who gets to, be the one to give the best gift. You know how that goes when there's kids. when there's kids in the house, like there's always a competition. Who gives the best gift? You know, this is also like three feminine energies coming in. Two get along, but they have a problem with one here, sort of the odd man out. Oh yeah. I think there's been a little bit of drama around this on social media too. Maybe even some people have blocked each other. They're not talking, you know. Interesting energy there. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Somebody who used to be able to be in control or in the driver's seat, especially when it comes to this time of year, the holiday season. It's not the case right now. Okay. With the Ace of Clubs in reverse. Okay. I think it's because something hidden came to light. Something hidden came to light, you know. It could be like there may have even been some messages revealed online, or this is what's about to happen that's going to shake things up, might make things a little bit awkward for the holidays. Okay, any further information that wants to come through about this? I mean, Sag, your energy out here is coming up in the light. Looks pretty good, but it looks like you're dealing with somebody here, potentially an earth sign energy. I don't know why, but I'm also getting kind of like matriarch energy, baby mama energy, this kind of energy here. Yeah. Somebody's really sore about whatever, you know, you're feeling kind of good about at this time. I think you're in a place where, you know, you're experiencing a lot of growth in your life. I think finances are on the increase here. So, I mean, it looks like there's some things that are working out really well for you. And then there's other things where you're feeling like it could be better. I think there's some kind of family drama going on you're dealing with here. Or you're dealing with like some third party or somebody who's kind of out of the loop that's causing a bit of a scene because they can't have their way. And it may be very much in relation to the holidays. There's some kind of like a little bit of a competitive vibe here, you know, trying to best another. Oh, well, I mean, and there you come, right? When I say that, okay. Not so fast. Okay, so you've been a little bit naughty and a little bit nice. I think you're kind of irritated with this person. That's what I feel. You're irritated with this person because you feel like everything should just kind of fall in alignment. Like, can we get over the petty stuff right now? That's not what it's about. All right. And somebody here is very much like, no. Queen of Spades energy. So this could be an ex of yours, somebody you dealt with in the past. Somebody that, like I said, it feels like it's a situation where somebody's always used to getting their way and they might be trying to give you a hard time. Maybe this is your test. If you're naughty or nice, all right, it's up to you. You really got to, you know, maybe think about what's more important here. Okay. I do feel like there is a way through. So I think there's a way to have a little bit of luck in this situation to pull it off. Tell me how this 10 of Hearts scenario is going to work out here for Sagittarius. Naughty or nice? Naughty or nice? Or maybe it's a mixed bag this year. I don't know. Let's see what's in Santa's sack there when it comes to this hoped for outcome. It looks like you're really hoping for like things to just be good. People to put their differences behind them, find a way through, just enjoy the times, you know, maybe open up to doing something a little different too, celebrating a little bit different. What wants to come out here? I mean, I do feel like you're being a little bit tested here right now by the spirits of the holidays. I mean, there's quite a bit of shadow that landed right on top of you here, I have to say. Ooh, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's up to you, Sag. It's up to you if you want to find a way through. I do see that there's a possibility of this, but whoever you're dealing with here, you're pretty angry with this person. There might be a financial piece involved, and that's causing a lot of stress. Like I said, you know, somebody maybe wants to best another, and maybe it's with their own kid, and they're just kind of like, hey, you know, something here doesn't feel comfortable. I do feel like it has been some kind of imbalance in this situation, but with the 2 diamonds, I see you'll balance it out. It's coming up in the light. There's a way to work this out, but there's some communication that needs to open up around it. I think this had come in for you before, so I do feel like if you open up communication, yeah, you're getting a bit of a test. If you open up communication, you know, try to work this out, I do think you can balance it out. But until you're willing to do that work, it's going to be in the dark. And I don't know, you might get a lump of coal in that stuff. It's up to you, Sag, okay? However you choose to handle it. Let's go ahead and do a cut of the deck, see what we got. I mean, right now, there's a lot of blocks in place, not a whole lot going on here. And maybe you just need to give it a rest, okay? Maybe it's okay, just give it a rest at this time. You might choose to, you know, kind of do your own thing this holiday. You might choose to kind of just spend some time in peace and quiet, and that sounds good to you, and that's what you're going to do, because maybe you don't want the drama, you don't want fights, you know, and you're probably not ready to talk just yet, but maybe after you get a little bit of a timeout, you will be with the 7 of Clubs here. I do feel like things get righted in the end, but right now it's sort of like, turn it around, you know, reverse it, maybe, you know, give it a little breathing room, give it a little space. It's not quite time to move forward with this just yet, okay? All right, Sag. Good luck with that, man. I think you'll do just fine. Just give it a little breathing room. It'll work out, okay? You know, there's always something that happens during the holidays, right? It does seem to be the way it seems to be, the way it seems to go a lot of times, but well, that's okay. You know, it works out in the end. It usually does. Most of the time people get over their stuff, you know, they find a way through. I think it is possible. So, you know, let's see what Capricorn brings in here. Stabilize this situation, Capricorn. Capricorn can help bring everybody down to earth, maybe. Okay, Capricorn, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. You may have a Sag in the mix. There may be some interesting stuff going on during the holidays. Dealing with the Sagittarius or trying to get on the same page with the Sagittarius. This just coming in, okay? There could be a connecting point. I know it came up in your longer reads. There was a connecting point. So bringing that in. All right, 12:12 on the clock, the most magical hour of all. Yes, the time of equal shadow and light when things are in perfect balance. You're about to host this energy coming in here, Capricorn, for the winter solstice. And it's a beautiful time, right? We get to welcome the sun back in after we make it through the longest night. And it's always darkest before the dawn. So I feel like you're really holding that kind of energy right now. Let's see what's coming in. I mean, I think you're due for some goodies, Capricorn. I really feel that. So let's see, naughty or nice, sugar or spice. So I'm just making his list and checking it twice. Let's see what he's got in his sack there for Capricorn. Ooh, I mean, we got a King of Clubs coming out here. I mean, you could be dealing with a Sag. That energy did come in. This is good energy. Feeling good. Feeling strong. Still in it to win it. You aren't in the dark about anything, man. You're calling in the light. You're ushering in the light. You've cast off a lot of darkness here. Yep, it's not welcome in your space anymore. Back from whence it came. I feel that, okay? I like this. You've turned around some potential for real, you know, real just effed up BS that you didn't need to deal with. That's what it's coming in as. Like you really blocked something. Wow. Did you see the way that happened? I mean, this 2 of spades in the light came out and said, yeah, you shall not pass to a Queen of Diamonds in the shadow. Yeah, you could have a Sag connection. That's pretty wild the way that came out. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you may be dealing with another earth sign, Capricorn. Because some block's been lifted from you. It could be another earth sign did this, right? That has been causing problems or causing some kind of disruption in your situation, because clearly this block is lifted from you. I feel like you figured out a way to turn this energy around, you know? You got whatever was, you know, problematic here that was keeping you blocked, keeping you maybe even from a certain person, connecting with a certain person. You've been able to get this energy rerouted. I think you did something here. That's what I feel. You did something here. And right there, we have a King of Hearts coming up in the shadow. Okay, so this is somebody that you used to be committed to, put some kind of blocks in your path. That's what I got. And they're bitter, perhaps because of somebody new, you know, that you're coming into alignment with here. Yep. See, this person really feels like they totally got X'd out of your life, and they wanted to turn that energy around. Absolutely. They were trying to turn that energy around with you. So somebody's been doing something to try to block, you know, progress with you moving on is what it looks like, you know, with you moving on. Yep. But I see that ain't going to happen anymore. We got your house activation here, 10 of diamonds. This looks really good. I think you've been nice. I think you've been more than nice. You really had to deal with some nonsense when your energy has been dammed up here and held back, you know, and you haven't had the power to act in the way that you feel you should be able to, you know. You've really had to keep your cool, it feels like, while dealing with a lot of frustration here, especially with that Ace of Clubs in reverse. I feel like that's about to turn around, especially with this King of Clubs coming in. It's sort of like, no, you know, I'm the captain now. You're steering this ship forward. Okay, so I see your money really increasing here. If you felt like you were held back in business or with your work, financially, that's about to really turn around. There could have been something that was blocking you in relation to an ex around this, you know, that was causing problems for you. With 10th house, maybe they've even been like kind of saying stuff that was affecting your reputation. And this was like a little bit damaging, maybe. I got that it gave you a little bit of notoriety in some cases. Okay. And actually, it's kind of funny because I feel like that sort of works out in your favor. Love it when that happens. I mean, we do see that the energy is being rerouted here. So where somebody had you feeling really burdened and in the dark, like they're about to go, what the hell? How did that happen? That's not how that was supposed to work out. Yeah. Oh man, it's the bitterest pill when you realize you effed yourself, man. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. Okay, so it looks like you've been nice, more than nice. You know, somebody's been really naughty when it comes to you, and now they're gonna have to think twice about that with how this rolls out. Because Santa's bringing him some heat on that ass. This is a little bit of spice coming in for that character. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, and it's coming in with a swiftness too, with the Jack of Spades. Oh, it won't be nice when that hits, man. I gotta tell you here. Oh man. I mean, this ain't the time to play. It just isn't. There's like so much karmic repercussions rolling out here at this time. Yeah, this is something that's going to be vindicated where somebody was effing around with you, you know, causing problems for you, interfering, doing something to, you know, damage your reputation or affect your prospects. Romantically or business wise, I really can see both pieces. It feels like it's both areas there. This is about to totally be resolved for you, right? But for that person, however they were going about that, oof, it ain't gonna be good. I have to tell you, ain't gonna be good. They're not gonna have such a sweet ride, you know. I just saw Santa's Sleigh, SLAY, that horror movie. There may be a connection there with that. But I think that's the ride they're getting this year. Maybe Krampus coming around for this character. Oh, yeah, I just heard fitting. They were acting like a spoiled child. You're not some toy, something to be held around and held back, you know? Yeah, I mean, this is something that you did cut off here. You did. Could have been air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here with the King of Spades. I mean, whoever this person is, though, whew, whew, this energy is really like mean. This is a mean energy. It's a cold energy. It's a very, very cutthroat kind of energy too, and super sharp with words, man. But it looks like whatever this is, this energy is turning around. So that's nice for you. All right. Aquarius coming in at 2022. Let's see, Aquarius. Naughty or nice? Your spice. Making a list, checking it twice. Let's see what Santa's got in his sack for Aquarius. How are the holidays going to treat Aquarius here? What's coming in for Aquarius with the holidays here? Let's see what action. Well, something's coming in here that presented itself. Okay, so you've got something coming your way. And it's something good. It's coming in upright. It's coming up in the light. So this is excellent. You might be receiving a package. It's something you don't expect. There's something about when this package arrives, it's like it really looks worse for the wearer. There's like maybe a concern about will the contents inside the package be okay, because it really looks like roughed up, man. Like that package has seen better days. But with it coming up in the light, I think everything will be just fine with what's inside. Okay, so this could be something that you're sending off. You're hoping it arrives okay, or somebody is sending off to you. We'll find out in a minute here. So that's good. That's good. Okay, right off the bat, that's good. Okay, we got King of Clubs coming up in the shadow here. All right, this is a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think you'll be angry when you hear about how something shows up. Like you're not going to be happy about that. I do feel that. Like you're going to be angry. You might like file a complaint or something, just because it feels like the package is like manhandled or something like that. I do feel like you're giving somebody you're totally giving somebody the business about this with the 8 of Clubs coming up in the shadow. Like you're reading somebody the riot act about this, but I do feel like it'll work out with the 3 of Diamonds. Okay, that's kind of a funny message coming right off the bat. All right, it'll all work out, you know? It's like, I'm hearing they had one job. That's how it's coming out. But it does look like it all works out, okay? So don't trip. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice if it was, you know, a better presentation, right? Maybe it's like music equipment too. I could see that if you were waiting on some gear, man. And it comes in a package that looks really damaged. Like, I get it. With the 7 clubs in the shadow. I get it. Why, you know, you need to give someone a talking to. You do. You're like fully like, you're giving somebody a talking to in relation to this. You're not happy about this at all. Okay. We got it, Aquarius. It looks like it works out. I know you're disappointed, but it does work out. Everything's going to be fine. It's all going to be cool. I get it. You're never going to work with them again. I see it. You're never going to ship with this company again. All right, come on. Is there any other messages for Aquarius? Maybe you're really worried about something that, you know, you're shipping out, okay? Or somebody else is, you know, and when you let them know how it arrived, they're really like upset about it or something. I don't know what this is. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, man, if you get upset about something like that, like you really stay stuck there, feel like you're really upset about this, whatever this is, but it does balance out with the 6 of Diamonds here, okay? So I think, you know, you'll chill out. And then what do we got coming in here? Okay, so however it's resolved, whatever this is, it's resolved when you see that everything turns out just fine here. There is some kind of wish fulfillment that comes through this whole scenario. And basically, I feel like there's something here that compensates in such a way where you feel very satisfied, right? It does work out in your favor here. And maybe even the company that you were dealing with or something, they might throw in a little something extra just to sweeten the pot, resolve the issue. Or, you know, once you see what's inside the package, you know, if this is something you're receiving or the person who receives it, just the reaction, whatever comes through, it's like, it's wish fulfillment. It all works out just fine. So try not to be too stressed about it. It seems like it's a big deal, whatever it is. Like it's something that means a lot to you. So I understand, okay? It's like you're really defending your position here. You're like, yeah, and I invested quite a bit of money in that too. It's like, come on, you have one thing to do, man. One thing to get right. You dropped the ball. All right, Aquarius. All right, coming in for Pisces at 2533. Naughty or nice, sugar or spice. Making a list and checking it twice. I don't know. Got a suspect device? I don't know. Maybe, perhaps something might have to go through a clearance first before you decide if you're going to let that in, if you're going to give that opportunity a go. Interesting how that came in. Okay, well, you know, Santa's making a list. Checking it twice. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get just a bite. Let's get a little view of what's in store for you, Pisces, this holiday season. What's coming in here for Pisces? Oh, I mean, I do feel like something here. Oh, man, Pisces. You're going through something right now, Pisces. You may feel like you're kind of having to like take a stand on your own here. You sort of need to. You might feel like you need a little space as well. I do feel with your energy coming out here to the Six of Clubs, both in the shadow, you're just in a place where you're like, I just want to be, you know, to myself right now. You might not really want to be like connecting with family right now. I don't feel like you're wanting to go anywhere either. If your family is wanting you to travel to go see them or something, like I think I kind of just want to stay put right now. I think you might maybe keeping to yourself too. It looks like you've been going through something difficult and you're closing out a cycle. Maybe something didn't turn out quite the way you were hoping, you expected. And so you're just like, you're sort of in this place where you're like, look, I got the drawbridge up. I just need to be to myself right now. I want to be in my own energy. Okay, that's kind of like the basis of the matter. Let's see. And it can it turn around though? I mean, come on, Santa. You may be picking up a suspect device. You're like, I don't know if I want to let anybody in at this point. Not right now, you know. It's kind of how it's coming through. I feel you, Pisces. This time of year can be really rough. You know, I don't always care for this holiday season myself from that angle. There's a lot I love about this time of year. I do feel like it's a really magical time, but I don't like some of the stuff that causes problems, like all the, you know, drama that can get stirred up around, you know, just dealing with people. And, you know, everybody's kind of in this high stress state because they buy into the whole commercialism thing. Then everybody feels pressurized. And I don't know, for me, I always get a little blue around this time, even though I love this time, you know. So I get this energy, but it looks like, you know, I like this. You change your mind though. You do. You change your mind with the Six of Spades in reverse here, coming up in the light. You may think that you're not gonna, you know, catch the holiday spirit here. You're gonna change your mind. You are. You're gonna change your mind. You are. You're going to decide, maybe I should. This may have been around a King of Diamonds energy, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, you might have really had your guard up, or you might have been in a more like stubborn position because if something happened with this individual that it looks like it just took the wind out of your sails. That's what I'm seeing, you know. Yeah, it was something you discovered here in this situation. Once you learn this, you're like, I don't want to play. I'm not in the mood anymore. But something happens here. It looks like it turns things around for you. How does it turn things around for Pisces? What's coming in here? We know that whatever is kind of like closing out with the Ten of Spades, It's actually good that it closes. What's coming in? I mean, let me tell you, this is good energy with the 9 of diamonds here coming up in the light. I mean, your money's looking good. I think this was a healthy decision, whatever you had to kind of like bring to a close here, whatever is, you know, not working out quite as you expected. I have to tell you, when you look back on it, you're going to go, this is really the moment when I truly I really stepped into my potential for my life and the kind of experience I want to be having here. There's something here about, you know, looking good, feeling really healthy, mind, body, spirit, feeling really strong. And I also see like a lot of independence coming in here financially for you. It looks really good. So there's a lot of expansion that's going to be coming in for you financially. Also just improvement in your health on all levels here. And I feel like this is putting you back in your essence. I mean, there may be some like rough feelings around it, but I do feel like there is some kind of opportunity that comes your way with the holidays. You may have thought about spending time by yourself. I think you're going to do a little bit of both. That's what it kind of looks like to me. You are going to choose to accept some invitation here. Maybe you thought you weren't going to go at first, and then you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go. Why not? Yeah, 3113. You thought, oh, it's going to be a horrible time here. You know, it's not going to be any fun. I don't want to deal with that. You're kind of in a gloomy sort of energy. And then you go and it like sort of powers you up. You feel good. And you're like, you know what? I'm glad I went. Maybe you're going alone too. Maybe you initially were going to be going with someone, or maybe you're dealing with something like a breakup or something. And you're just like, I don't want to show up alone and have to answer all those questions and deal with all that awkwardness. 3144 on the clock. If that's the case, don't trip, man. I feel like you're going to be looking really good, you know. You'll be surprised. It'll be like a redemptive moment for you, okay? So don't turn down a good time. I see that you'll be happy if you go for it, okay? Let me do a kind of deck here, see what we got. Yeah, I mean, there's some kind of message that's coming in here, all right? Some kind of message coming in here. And it may have been from a certain person that you were like, it's a suspect device, you know, somebody maybe that you didn't trust that they were going to follow through on something, or you sort of felt like they forgot all about you, or you felt like they weren't including you. It's something like that. Like you just suspected that something was not going to turn out the way you hoped. That's what I see. You got some kind of wish fulfillment here, Pisces. All right, so it's sort of like you're putting yourself in a negative frame of mind for no reason about this, whatever this is. I do feel like you went through something really rough here, but, you know, not everybody wants to put you through hell, you know? And it looks like there's something coming in here. Somebody wants to invite you to go and, you know, have a little bit of festivities with them. You're thinking of not going because you got like your defenses up here, but you should go, man, because I think it's like the seeds of wish fulfillment here. You're really going to feel yourself after you go and have some fun. And if you are dealing with a situation where you're like newly single or something like that, and you're like, I just don't want to field the questions, well, you don't have to. You don't have to talk about anything you don't want to talk about. Just be like, yeah, and I'm good, and I'm here to have fun. You know, let's focus on other things. You know. I think it's going to turn out really well, right? Just enjoy yourself, have a good time, all right? And yeah, I mean, I do feel like you'll ditch the party early. I don't feel like you're going to stay a long time, but to get out for a little bit, it will do you good. And there is something that comes through. It's wish fulfillment. I feel like somebody said they were going to follow through on something. They didn't. They end up actually proving you wrong. And it's like the best. It makes you so happy. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, let's see here. Gonna hit Aries next. Let me take a sip of the coffee here. All right, Aries coming in at 3422. 722. Okay, some good luck energy coming in here. Some alignment energy coming in here. something that's a building block for your future, Aries. That right off the bat, that looks pretty good. So far, seems like you're off to a good start here. Maybe you have been nice. Let's see. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Naughty or nice. Sugar or spice. Making a list, checking it twice. What does Santa got in his sack for Aries this holiday season? Let's check it out. What's coming in for Aries this holiday season? Yeah, we got some message coming in here with the 7 of diamonds coming up in the light. I think it's an unexpected message. It's some kind of unexpected news, something you weren't anticipating. Nope, weren't anticipating it at all. You didn't think you would get this message. You didn't think you would hear from someone. You didn't think that something would come through. Something comes through here. It's a surprise. I feel like this is a surprise. You don't know about this yet. You haven't heard about this yet. You felt like something wasn't going to work out, or something was held up, or there was no way for it to come through. It comes through. There's something here that makes your heart happy. Okay. I feel like you're hearing from somebody, and the news they bring, it really cheers you up. Okay. So let's see what this is. It's somebody that you did not expect to hear from this person, or you did not expect to get this good news. Could be about an opportunity, something that you it looks like you just all out gave up waiting on entirely here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's something that you had a lot of worry about. You've been thinking about this a bit. It's been on your mind, and you've been wondering, what's the deal here? I really thought that, I was going to hear something back. I thought something was going to work out here. There's something that's turning around. I see that, like I said, I think you let this go. You gave up on this. You just thought, well, I guess I don't get that opportunity, or I guess they don't want to talk to me. No, this is coming back around. Okay. And it does activate a new beginning here with this 3 of clubs coming up in reverse. I feel like this was just really delayed here. Yeah, it was really delayed here. But whatever this is, you may have even had some anger about it at one point. You felt a lot of frustration around this, whatever this is. But whatever happens here, it definitely turns around a separation. It turns around something that was a disappointment for you, where you felt like, man, that's not fair. How come that didn't work out? That was supposed to work out. I really do feel like whatever this is, to me, it's not feeling like real heavy duty, like hot and heavy romantic. If this is related to hearing from somebody that you didn't expect to hear from, this is more like just like the initial stages of that. If there is romantic potential, I see there could be romantic potential here, but it's not anything that's real fully invested yet. So it's just like kind of a lift, like something that's sort of it stirs up the heart. It could be like hearing from a really good friend or something like that. It's got those vibes to me. It's not laying it on real thick. It's more like an opening, let's say. An opening, maybe where something had felt really cut off, closed. And for some of you, this is coming through, and you'll know what this is because you've been waiting, and you waited and you waited, and it didn't come through. So you gave up on it. This is some kind of opportunity. It could be a position you applied for, or some kind of promotion you were hoping would go through, or you made an important connection. You thought it was going to take you places, or you made a certain investment. You thought it was going to pay off. You've been waiting to hear news. You've been waiting for an opportunity. You thought it passed you by. You get this opportunity. So it looks like something was delayed, okay? It looks like you headed down a little bit of naughty territory there. May have been dealing with a little trickery. May have been dealing with some naughty elements that was holding something back here. But it looks like ultimately it turns out nice for you, because this is something coming your way that you thought passed you by. It turns things around. And I think this makes you happy, okay? It looks like you're receiving some kind of communication here that's coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Very delayed. You gave up on this. Whatever this is, you gave up on it. You were just like, nah, I guess that's done. Let's go ahead and do a cut of the deck and see what comes in around this. Yeah, 4 of Hearts here coming up in the shadow. And on the other side, look at that. Queen of Hearts. Okay, in the light. So this is something that, like I said, when this comes in, it does really do a lot to reverse some disappointment you felt in your heart. I mean, I think you actually felt anger, you know? You felt like kind of maybe you felt sidelined, or just sort of like you felt, I think you felt like a little ripped off. That's how it feels. It's like, you know, this was supposed to be like a sure thing. That's how it feels. Like you really thought something would turn out the way you wanted it to turn out. And then it just was like, it just like fizzled out, or it fell flat. But there's something here that pays off. It pays off big with the 10 of diamonds there. So I think this is good. I think this is really good energy with the 10 of diamonds. I mean, whatever this news is, it does make you feel really good. You actually might want to go and like splash out in some way. You know, you might want to go out and celebrate this. You might feel like it's a real victory. And I think, you know, whatever's going on here, you got the money to do it. So there could be, you know, hearing that you got some opportunity that really will up your game financially. In the new year, something you can really build on here. There might be good news about a house too, this coming in. Okay. Maybe you thought you didn't get a place that, you know, you were hoping you'd get. It goes through. Okay. So I could see this too, or something's like really turning around on the home front. I also feel there's something that's turning around as far as like your business prospects. And so it could be like some opportunity or some investment you made, and you're just like, where's the growth? Oh, it's coming. It's coming with the 10 of diamonds. It's like news spreading, people starting to really recognize who you are, what you do, really liking what you do. I got there could be like some opportunities for some like collaborations coming in that'll really pay off for you. Like I said, this news about a yes where you thought it was a no. So it looks like ultimately something happened here that turned something around for you. It may have been delayed by something a little naughty, but it looks like in the end, it turns out nice for you. And it fills your heart, makes you feel pretty good here. Whatever this is, you're happy about it. You're happy to hear from this person. Makes your heart, you know, feel excited again. And that's a good thing, okay? So whatever's coming through here, it does turn something around in the very best way, just in time for the holidays, okay? Makes that heart grow 3 times bigger, not the Grinch anymore, right? Good energy there. Taurus coming in at 4306. Naughty or nice, sugar or spice? Could be a suspect device. You may also be in the same boat as Pisces. They're just like, I don't know how I'm feeling about the holidays this time of year. Not sure if I'm much in the mood to celebrate this year. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check it out, Taurus. You know, he's making a list. He's checking it twice. We're going to figure out what's going on here. You might have something to celebrate yet. You might be just a little grouchy. That's what I'm kind of picking up. You're grouchy. You've been out dealing with the crowds. You've been out shopping. You're sick of dealing with short-tempered people, you know. You might have had something go down, like, I don't know, I'm like seeing Target, you know, you're at Target or one of those kind of stores and just, you know, dealing with how people are so cruddy. Maybe you work in retail, you might work in the service industry or something like that. Yeah, I hear that. I worked retail for a long, long time. I worked retail for a long time. And yes, it can be really difficult at the holidays, okay? I feel like that's something that really irritates you. I'm just picking that up. Like, you're the kind of person, like, You don't need to piss on people, you know, especially when they're, you know, having to deal with a-holes like you. You know, you're tired of seeing people just sort of like treat other people like dirt. All right. This energy coming through here, right? I think the crowds are getting there. Put your feet up for a bit. You know, if you're fortunate enough to have someone there who loves you enough to give you a little foot rub, ask them for a foot rub. I think you'll feel a lot better. You know, get yourself a nice little hot toddy, get yourself some hot cocoa, maybe a nice, you know, cup of coffee there, and just, you know, relax. You'll turn the mood around. Yeah, you'll turn the mood around. We got the 3 of clubs there. You'll turn the mood around. Yeah, you might be getting some good love in here coming in that sort of like calms you down, you know, sort of like, you know, takes you out of that place where you feel all heated and fired up. You might have a lot of fire in your chart. Yeah, I feel like whoever this is, they'll bring you right back into alignment. This is somebody who knows how to balance you out. All right, they do. If this is somebody that you've been dealing with, okay, for some of you, this irritation, you know, all those same things that came through. I mean, certainly, maybe it was sparked by being out shopping and dealing with the crowds, but I feel like the reason why it's getting under your skin so much is there's somebody that you're kind of feeling like you're a little off from each other. I feel like you will turn around here, though. I see that with the King of Hearts, okay? With the King of Hearts there, you'll feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot better. You know, things will work out. It's just, you know, it's taking time to get through a particularly prickly point. This could have something to do with fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, you might feel like somebody is just not understanding where you're coming from. You don't know how to figure it out. You don't know how to get things back to feeling good again here. I do see there's a way through. I mean, there's a transformation in the energy here coming in, Taurus. So let's get some more details about this, okay? Maybe communication's been kind of shut down, or maybe you tried to reach out to somebody and you haven't heard back from them yet, or, you know, something like that. Or, you know, maybe you were hoping to spend the holidays with someone and it looks like they're making other plans and you're feeling kind of bummed out about that. So let's see what this is. Landed on the ground. I mean, it could very well have something to do with like getting the family together, you know, just really wanting to maybe have somebody come home for the holidays or for you to be able to visit them, something like this. And it felt like, you know, it wasn't going to happen. Maybe because finances have really been a concern, you know, somebody's had to sort of watch their spending a bit more. Let's see what's coming in here. Is this going to work out? There might also be something going on at the home front that, you know, it's also a source of like kind of aggravation, and you're hoping that things can get balanced out at home, feel good in the home again. I feel like it's going to work out. It's just, it's a little delayed, okay? You need to cool off a little bit, maybe, or somebody here needs to cool off, and that's kind of the issue, right? Also, you know, if somebody is kind of like pulling back their energy because they're feeling a little heated, don't push right now for communication because it'll just reinforce the blockage. As I said, that this came out. Yeah, don't try to push this person, you know, to get on your timeline because it'll really fire them up. All right. It will block communication. I see that. Okay. It'll also block a solution. So just, you know, just do your best, okay, to give this a little bit of space. I do feel like somehow the energy turns around here. Tell me how this energy turns around for Taurus, please, with this King of Hearts energy here. How does this energy turn around? I mean, look, this is like a case where there has to be some compromise. That's what I see with the 6 of clubs here coming up in the light. To work this out, you know, there has to be a little give and take here. It can't all be one person's way. And I do feel that when all comes out in the wash here, at the end of the day, you will really feel like, okay, you know, maybe I had to make some concessions. Maybe I had to give up a few of, you know, my sort of stuck points here, what I really wanted, or what I wanted the family to do for the holidays, or, you know, how I wanted things to go, you know, on the home front, this kind of energy. But I do feel like something does get hammered out here where you feel like, okay, something really essential though is being met here. And so, okay, me and you, we can work this out. We can find a way through. You might also be kind of choosing to like table some stuck points a little bit, you know, for a little while at least, okay? Maybe even for a few months. Maybe there's a little grace period, whatever's going on here. Like we need a little window of time here. But there is some kind of workability in a situation, it looks like, that you're dealing with. But there's concessions being made here. So it's a little naughty and it's a little nice, I have to say. Your situation is a bit of a mixed bag, but there is a way through. But you're not going to get everything you want because, you know, it looks like there's two people factoring into this situation here. And whoever holds the fire is quite heated at this time. And it's going to take a while to balance that out. Yeah, because right now there's not really a lot of give in this situation. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Not right now. Somebody is very much in that independent energy to the extreme. Like, no, we're doing this my way. Okay, so that 51 on the clock. I'm seeing that somebody is taking charge of a particular vision here, and I get it. It's frustrating, but I do feel like where there's been a rift, you will find a way to like balance it out with this person, but it's not going to be like the beginning, like you thought it would be. There's something different going down here. There's concessions that need to be made, you know. So there's like an initial vision that you had for this situation, this relationship. It looks like it's a home situation, family situation. Somebody you care about a lot, somebody you're wanting to work things out with, you know. There could be financial concerns in this situation. You know, the initial vision is getting scrapped here because there's certain concessions that need to be made on your part. But I do feel like something that's really essential for you will be preserved here, okay? And it's going to be a new vision for moving forward. It will heal this rift, you know, this fallout. It will heal that. And there is a workable way forward here. And it does preserve like a balance, okay? It's like a new foundation to build on. And especially within a home situation, family situation where there's been fallout, and with family, it can be soul family, like somebody that feels like family to you. There is a way through, okay? You will work it out. There's still something to celebrate here, but it's not going to go according to how you want it to go completely. You got to give a little bit in this situation is what it looks like. So a little naughty, a little nice, but there is a way through to, you know, maybe have a sugar and spice kind of, you know, holiday. It all works out in the end. So it ends on a sweet note. All right. So just trust the process. All right. How it ends up will be satisfactory. It's just a little bumpy working this out. All right. You'll get to the other side though. Okay. Let me take a little sip here before we dive into Gemini. All right. Gemini coming in at 5321. Naughty or nice, sugar or spice. Suspect device. I don't know. Some people are feeling suspicious out there. All right, well, maybe, you know, maybe it's been kind of a little bit of a mixed bag. Maybe old Jockle Frosty has been out there covering up the path that leads to destiny, and so people are kind of wandering about in those snowy fields trying to find their way through, figure things out. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on. Hey, not all in one are lost, Gemini. Sometimes it's good to get lost. Sometimes you need to get lost in order to find what you need, in order to find yourself, okay? So it's okay. Right now you feel like you don't have a roadmap for where you're heading. That could be the best thing, you know? The best thing ever. It means maybe you're going somewhere you've never been before, you know? And you might really find that you rather fancy that at the end of the day when you find out where you end up, okay? So Something about this coming through for you, Gemini. What's coming in for Gemini? Old Saint Nick is making a list and checking it twice. Let's see how it turns out for you. Yeah, it's rough, man. You're dealing with that South Node stuff right now. It's like having to balance out a real tough karmic cycle. You know, something's coming to close here. It isn't easy, but your new beginning is on the other side. So chin up, man. Things are going to look up for you, I have to say. You got an ace of diamonds here. Whatever is being pruned here is the result of what will be a future bloom for you. You know, something really coming to a beautiful fruition in your life. It's a brand new beginning. It is the seed of your tomorrow, but nobody wants to hear that crap when they're going through it. But I'm telling you here, whatever this is, it's such a strong judgment in your favor. It gets things moving forward quickly in your life, all right? You've been held back for far too long. You're going to move forward with so much passion and focus here. You know, there's a lot that's opening up for you quite swiftly. I feel it's going to be so good, okay? Because whatever you were invested in here, it didn't turn out the way you hoped. It's very disappointing, very disappointing. It didn't turn out the way you hoped. You feel like, man, this really slowed me down. If I would have known that it would have turned out like this, I never would have invested in this in the first place. But you see, sometimes what goes awry, it's actually the reroute that's needed to make our wish come true. And that's what's kind of funny about your situation. It's like this feels like this is, you know, some disaster here. Like that this went like this, that this went awry, you know? Maybe even, you know, you got some kind of message from somebody, you know, maybe you saw that somebody had messaged you and you thought it was going to be news that made you happy. But then when you know, you got the news, it was really upsetting. But there's something here that you don't understand. It's actually a necessary step in something you wished for being able to actually come into fruition for you. This, whatever this is that's going left here, it's the balance that's needed for something to go right for you. And it moves you forward with a lot of clarity, a lot of purpose, a lot of passion. You move forward swiftly. And there's some new beginning that comes in on the other side of this. It's tangible. It makes you happy. It gives you personal fulfillment. It's a wish come true. But right now, you ain't digging it at all. You feel really angry. You're heated about this. You feel pretty heated about this. Now, currently, we got Sagittarius's ruling planet, Jupiter, in your sign, Gemini. So you're really feeling that. Jupiter also rules over Pisces. So there could be like something here that's like sort of a fly in the ointment in relation to a Pisces or in relation to a Sagittarius. It could have something to do with, you know, finding out that somebody that you thought was really in alignment with you actually isn't, you know, and it's frustrating. But there's something about this it's positive for you because it was holding you back. Not having this information perhaps was holding you back. But I do feel like there's something about this when you get this message where it makes you feel like, wait a minute, like I thought I knew where I was going and now I don't. But it's the seed of what gives you some kind of wish fulfillment. That's what I got here. We also got coming up in the light here, we got air and fire, all right? So maybe it's something that moves each of you as individuals forward rapidly. And with that, it was 58:58 on the clock. 13:13. 8 energy. It's a huge manifestation point, I have to say. So something really turns around as a result of this. It's rough, though. Whatever you're balancing out here is rough. right? But I mean, it looks good for you. So I would say you've been nice. This looks like there's some sweet surprise in store for you. Maybe you're not expecting it, okay? Maybe you're not expecting it. You could have already had like a communication in this situation that went awry, and you just feel like, oh, yeah, but look, crossing energy, King of Spades here, coming up in the light. I like this. This is good. This is a very decisive point in your timeline when that was then and this is now, and whatever's coming in now, it's on and popping, okay? This could even be suddenly, something becomes very clear. Maybe somebody, finally recognizes like, this is where my commitment is. This coming in too with the Ace of Diamonds. I now know where my wish fulfillment is. See, it's some game changer here. This could even be like somebody making a really bold move in this regard. They're not holding back anymore now that this has been balanced out. Because I do see it's transforming the karma, like the South Node energy is being transformed here. And somebody is ready to they're ready to put their money where their mouth is. Like, it's not empty promises. Somebody is like actually taking action here, and it brings wish fulfillment. So this looks good. This looks good, Gemini. I mean, somebody may actually really be ready to be all in, where in the past they were wiffle waffling. They had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Somebody may be ready to be all in. Somebody may be ready to make like a serious commitment. Yep. And it brings wish fulfillment. But it's like, first, something has to go south. You know what I mean? Something has to go pear-shaped before something goes right. So I like this energy. This is good. This is good. Yeah. What are you moving away from? You're moving away from all this fuckery you were dealing with. That's good. Bye. You don't have to deal with that anymore. Whatever this is, you're balancing that out. Like, it's a definitive line under the past. And this is what brings you this richness, this reward. 10 of Diamonds coming up in the light. This is a brand new beginning for you on every level. Even how you show up in the world. Like, this is all about you. This is main character energy, and it looks really positive here. Big financial level up, okay? And whatever you're investing in here, it's worth your investment because it's your wish fulfillment. It moves all the way from the Ace to the 10, okay? You just don't get better than that. You just don't. This is really positive energy. Go to the deck. So you've been very good, Gemini, and here comes your reward. Yep. So I have to say, whatever is being left back here, it's for your own best interests. You're not wasting time anymore. There's something new to discover here. You're going to learn something that's going to change the way you play your hand, and it pays off big time here. And there's also healing here. I see that. There may have been some separation. There may have been a rift, There may have been some harsh communication here. But there's healing that happens here. There's a reunion here. You'll see. It's going to turn out better than you think it's going to turn out, all right? Somebody may really surprise you. They may really surprise you with how they show up now. Something is really turning around here, and it looks good, Gemini, okay? I like it for you. Very positive energy. Home looking good, finances looking good, family dynamic looking good. Okay, looks like a lot balancing out. I think you're going to get some kind of wish fulfillment during the holidays, and you're going to have something really to celebrate. So I love that for you, Gemini. Okay, Cancer coming in at 103.55. Naughty or nice. Sugar for spice. Making a list, checking it twice. What do you have to say, Santa? What you got in your sack for Cancer there? What's coming in for Cancer for the holidays here, Spirit? What's coming in for Cancer for the holidays, Spirit? Come in here for Cancer for the holidays, Spirit. Okay. Oh man, Cancer's like holidays. Yeah, no thanks. You're feeling a little bit, you know, sort of like you're not feeling in the mood for the holidays right now. I mean, this is your energy coming up, sort of being a little bit shut down, a little guarded here. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Cancer? Maybe you're feeling left out, like maybe you feel like left out of family festivities, or you're just sort of feeling kind of like it's another, you know, holiday where you got the blues, or you just sort of feel like, you know, you don't have anybody special to celebrate with. You know, I think you're looking at some stuff that's happened in your life that's been rough for you to process. Got the Ace of Spades here coming out, the Archangel energy. So yeah, your heart may feel heavy right now. Some of you may deal with a little bit of seasonal affective disorder, so it can be a little rough, you know, this time of year. Others of you may have had somebody pass, you know, and so you're processing that. It's a little difficult. Or there could be somebody, you know, they passed a long time ago, but at this time of year, every time the holidays rolls around, and you think about them, you think about how they're not there, and it just weighs on your heart. I feel like your heart's feeling really sensitive this year, and you're just kind of keeping yourself. There's also a lot you're letting go here. There is some like big ending in your life that you're processing. I mean, it seems like that's kind of the energy that's been at the forefront for the collective as a whole. This is a lot we're wrapping up here collectively. So I think a lot of people are in this space, but I do feel like there's a little special experience coming in here. It feels like you got some angels coming in here. You might have a particular angel that's coming in to work a little bit of mirth and magic and spirit of the season in there for you. Okay, so let's see, what is this coming in? What's coming in here for Cancer? So I do feel like you're feeling nurtured by spirit at this time. Okay, there's something coming in as a gift from spirit to sort of be like a balm to your heart right now, I feel. I just got visitation. Like you may even feel like you get some kind of visitation from like a passed on loved one, or you may really feel like the presence of angelic energy. It's interesting the way this is coming out. That's some shadow energy there. Yeah, there's something about what's going on here. There's some real heavy energy that you're dealing with here. Oh my goodness. It's like it's surrounding whatever this ending is that is going to bring the light back into your life. And you do have some like guardian energy that's very much activated for you right now as you're moving through this passage. There's been some sense of betrayal here for you, coming in with the 5 of Spades in the shadow. You may feel that you're being betrayed in relation to some kind of money that you were supposed to receive. You may feel like somebody's being a little underhanded or is doing something funny, you know, with the money you were supposed to receive. The 7 of Diamonds here coming in, also in the shadow, to the 8 of Spades coming up in the shadow. This almost makes me feel even like somebody may be trying to do something illegal to affect you negatively here. Morally illegal is what I'm hearing. Like this may be something that somebody's doing to try to have control of finances, and it feels like a betrayal to you. But it's sort of interesting to me. I mean, with this piece coming in with the 8 of spades and these other cards on the board, I could see this as being like a matter around an inheritance situation, like something that's been left to you. Ted just said yes on that. So something that's been left to you that somebody's trying to gain control of, maybe, and maybe it's very unethical here. But the fact that this is coming up in a light lets me know that you are in the right in the situation, or you are the benefactor of this, and that it's not going to be successful. Whatever this kind of tricky energy has been, operating in this situation, causing holdups, causing a lot of manipulation. It has been a very deceptive betrayal energy. And it's like judgment's being called on this energy. They're getting caught up, but I feel like you're getting free of this cycle. And where something was held up for you, I do feel like law in your favor, okay? Spiritual law in your favor as well. But if this is something involving like an inheritance or something that was left to you, or some kind of judgment you've been waiting on that involves legalities, I feel like something's going to move forward really swiftly here and in your favor. Like it's being turned around. It's being turned around. There's been a lot of communication about this in the past, and it's something that's been really hard for you to deal with. And the communication around this has been really rough. And what's been more rough about it than anything else is the way that it's created distance between you and somebody that you're actually really close to here, okay? Or it denied somebody's wishes, like a loved one's wishes who's passed. Except I'm picking up this kind of energy with this read. You'll know what this is. Whatever this cycle is, it's coming to a close here. Yep. And where, look at that, I love it. It landed right on this Joker with this 2 of diamonds in the shadow. That's all about this person is going to have to own their actions here, because what you got crossing here is the theory of 11. So this is a matter of finally temperance coming through. So something is being balanced out. And the judgment is in your favor here. You're getting to the other side of a very rough time where you felt really held back. You felt betrayed. You've been dealing with really rough communication here. There's been holdup in your finances. There's been no growth or improvement in a particular situation. And now it's like all angels on deck. Something works out here for you where it really does feel a bit heaven sent. Right? And I feel like anything that's been legally held up, it's moving forward so fast. So this is being balanced out. Looks like you've been nice, but you've been dealing with some really naughty people who are about to get their lumps of coal, man. That's what it looks like here. Turns out well for you, though, Cancer, okay? Let's see. Let me do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. Yeah, this has been like a feud kind of energy. This has been like a major conflict here, major drama. And whoever has been stirring this up, okay, causing problems, blocking progress, because this is all coming up in the shadow here, man. Slowing things down. No more. It's not going to happen anymore. There's a transformation in this situation. And where you felt blocked financially, held back financially, devalued, disrespected. Nope. That's all turning around here. It's like fire forward for you. There's a light being shined on something here. Could have been dealing with a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be somebody that holds both fire and earth very strongly in their chart. And something has been just completely being done in the dark, covertly here. It's something that was really working against your personal fulfillment, something that was supposed to come in for you. It's been pretty brutal, I have to say, with this King of Spades energy here. Somebody was just super harsh, super cold in this situation and causing a huge amount of loss. Huge amount of loss for you. And you know, it's interesting. I have to go a little bit longer with you here. It's interesting because, you know, I do feel like whatever this person, you know, was a soulmate to you. And it could be like a family member, you know, because I do got like childhood connection here, or it could involve a child, right? But whatever this is that's been so rough, rough communication and no ability to, like, you know, heal something, work something out. There's been a lot of stress around this, a lot of anxiety. Light is being shined in this situation that revolves around a little divine play. And you do get the last laugh here. So this is good energy. And I do feel like it hasn't been a fair fight either. I got that. It hasn't been fair. It's been 2 against 1. No more. So this is positive for you. Yeah, look at this. Puts you in your heart. It puts you in your heart at the end of the day. Your heart is king, and it will receive its just due. Like something is really turning around for you here, and it's beautiful energy. And these people are getting caught up. So it looks like whoever's been messing with you, man, Krampus is about to give them a big old ass whooping. That's what it looks like. Somebody's getting their lashings, man. We shouldn't have messed with you like that. Whatever this was, it was really uncalled for. It's really like morally bankrupt is what I got. I don't know. That could be the cost of messing with you, you know. Somebody could experience bankruptcy here. That's how it's coming through. I don't know. Spirit's not playing around at this time. It's really going to change rolling out here. So people really should start minding their P's and Q's and how they're moving, because it's like, it's almost like a speed up on the results of those actions. You know, that's what I feel. It's like you're seeing like insta karma, what they call insta karma, even though, you know, karma is just the lessons we're here to learn. But sometimes it takes time for people to learn those lessons, right? But it's like the timeline speeding up. It's like, no, you're going to learn those lessons a lot quicker these days, especially as we move into this age of Aquarius. So pay attention, man. Whatever this is, you've been nice. So it looks like it works out for you, Cancer. You deserve that, man. Okay. Leo coming in at 1:17 on the dot. Okay, something's about to manifest in your life. Something's about to come in here. That looks like some good energy right off the bat. This stayed behind. Oh, you're free, man. You're not held back anymore. Okay, you've been really frustrated about something. You felt held back. You felt stuck. You felt like you couldn't move forward. Okay. Some of you may have been fearing like legal consequences too. I'm just getting this. It's not for everybody, but it is coming in for somebody here in the collective. So I want to bring it in. Looks like you don't have to worry about that. You're not going to get caught up. Looks like you're not going to have to do any time. Okay. Your freedom is intact. This is good. You may even be hearing that somebody's been dealing with legal issues that you've been worried about is getting out early. This is coming in. Okay. All right. Well, that's a good thing. Whatever this is, though, you are feeling a sense of freedom. You're not feeling stuck anymore. With this coming out in the light, you're getting out of some kind of penalty box. So it looks like you've been good. It looks like you've been nice. Okay. So maybe there's a little sweetness coming in here. Nothing sweeter than having that freedom of not feeling held back anymore. Okay. We do have interesting. Okay. So this came out cross like this. It just presented itself. 2 shadow cards covering the light. Okay, so I like this. It looks like something to, oh, and there's some shadow there. It's a little bit of a sandwich. It's a little bit of what I call a shit sandwich here. I mean, there's something really good in the middle, but it's surrounded by some heavy stuff right now. So let's see what this is. Ooh, we got a Queen of Clubs. That's your energy coming up in the shadow there. And yeah, we got that coming in around some money here. Okay. Now, you may be kind of angry, like, you know, you're sort of like, bitch better have my money. Where's my money? It could be that. You could be feeling really frustrated, wondering where is this? You know, I was promised this. I was promised this by this date. It's not here yet, and that ain't okay. What do we got here? I mean, we got 2 of hearts here, and this is coming up in the light. So this looks good. All right. I mean, that's positive. But what's this shadow influence here? Well, I see Jack of Diamonds coming up in the shadow. Something's moving a little too slow for your liking here. Okay. What's this light influence here? But we know you're free. You're free of something. There may have been a severing of something, a severing of a contract. Okay. This could be in relation to work, or it could be in relation to a relationship. All right. There's something's been severed here, but you feel like you're due something. You've been angry about it because you haven't received it yet. It looks like it's something financially. Right? I do feel like there's a delay here, but you'll be free of this holding pattern soon because I do feel like it will come into alignment. All right. It's interesting, the 2 of hearts there. So I'm trying to see what this is about. Something is out of balance here. So there is something that needs to be balanced out a little bit here, I have to say, especially in relation to money. Yeah, I mean, you're coming up in the shadow here, Leo. I mean, it looks like your energy, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with another fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody in this situation is being way too combative, way too guarded, and is fighting way too hard. For something that if they just let go, they'd find that they'd receive what they're meant to receive. It's almost like using too much force to try to get one's way in a situation will work against you. You need to chill this out a little bit. Yeah, you need to move away from that stance if you want to turn this around with the 8 of hearts there, okay? So you may be really trying to push somebody. You may be really trying to strong arm them. It's slowing it down more. And if you want to get free out of that holding pattern, there's something here about you got to make a little bit nice. You got to bring in a little bit of sugar to temper that spice to get on the same page with this person and get this hammered out. It looks like you're upset around something you feel you should have received. Now, for some of you, this is like somebody you feel like you don't want to have to kiss up to them in order to get something that you were promised that you are just due. And you feel like this person's dragging their heels just because, you know, they can get away with it. And you know that it would work out better if you kind of kiss their butt. Then they toe the line and they give you what you want. But, you know, you're really holding the line here this time. And is it really kissing butt, or is there something here where you do need to kind of like meet somebody on a more even playing field rather than having it just be all about what you want here? That's just coming in, okay? But I do feel that you're going to get free of this holding pattern, all right? You do. You do get free of this holding pattern. Now, this could also be, you know, you're leaving a situation, you're leaving a job, or you're leaving a relationship, all right? And your money's tied up with that person, that job. And so you're waiting on that so you can move forward toward what you want to come into alignment with now. Because I do feel like where there's some kind of severance, it does bring you into a parts, okay? So it does bring you into alignment with someone or something, an opportunity, maybe a new job, okay? Maybe a new romantic partner that makes you really happy. But see, the thing that you feel is holding up this coming together is something around money. It looks like it's money that's being held up. And it's got you really on the defense here. So this could even be like you wanted to go and like spend some time with somebody, but you know, you don't have the money you need to do that. And so you're afraid that you're not going to be able to drop in with this person. You're not going to be able to connect with them, or you can't do what you wanted to do together for the holidays. It'll work out. It will, but if you want it to work out, you need to be a little bit more accommodating. That's what I got. Like, you know, play nice to get what you want, okay? Because being naughty ain't gonna get it there. I feel that, okay? It's kind of coming in to just give you that guidance. But I mean, at the center, it does look like things are mended. It does work out in the end, but you're being encouraged to change your position here a little bit for it to work out. Let's do a cut of the deck and see what we got. Yeah, I mean, right now, communication's at a standstill with the 8 of clubs. If there were travel plans, those travel plans are on hold. I think it very well could have something to do with travel. It's like, I need this money, or I can't go, or I can't go to that event, you know, if I don't have this money. And so this is what's holding you up. But it shows freedom. So I see you're going to be free to go forward here. Yep, you are with the 6 of hearts, okay? So just chill out a little bit. Temper your reactiveness a little bit. I know maybe somebody is being, let's just call it out. Maybe somebody's being a dick, okay? They're purposefully holding something back. It's something you're supposed to receive. It's something that was promised. You're frustrated about it. You know that they're holding it back as just as their last way of having some kind of control over you. But you know, unfortunately, this is one of those cases where you're being asked to just play the game a little bit, just in the sense of don't fight fire with fire here. So you very well could be dealing with another fire sign. Don't fight fire with fire here, because that's just going to become more combustible. It's not going to get you what you want. But if you can kind of like just sort of like bring in a little bit of water to kind of temper the situation, you know, just soften a little bit here. You'll figure it out. You'll get what you need. And then I do see like there's this, you know, desired coming together that happens here, right? So it looks like it turns out well. Looks like what's at the heart of this, though, is a connection, you know, that's really important to you. And you want it to work out. I do see reuniting here. Like this looks like something is healed here. You do get what was promised, right? But you got to change your approach if you want to speed that process up in time. That's what I got. Okay, that's how it's coming through. Turns right in the end, though, so it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It could be worse. Okay. Yeah, they are messing with the money because they know they can. They know they can. I mean, you know, bless their ever loving hearts. And if somebody's like playing games like that, I mean, that's pretty petty. That's some pretty petty shit, especially this time of year. But you know what? You're free. Just keep focusing on that. You're finally free of this person, this situation. All right, whatever. All right, Virgo coming in at 127.08. Right, Virgo. Let's see what's coming in for you on the holidays here. Have you been naughty or nice? Have you been sugar or spice? Well, St. Nick is making a list, checking it twice. We're going to find out how the holidays are going to turn out for you. Let's see what's coming in here for Virgo for the holidays. What's coming in for Virgo for the holidays here? Man, everybody is just really feeling pressurized about the whole monetary piece right now. And that's what I can't stand about the modern celebration of this time of year, because it doesn't have to be about all that. Like, you shouldn't be going into debt. You don't need to have a capitalistic Christmas. You don't. You really don't. You know, you can make new traditions. Maybe you need to do that. It looks like you're really stressed out about the financial piece. You may have just had to spend a lot of money. You may feel like it's tricky. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get gifts this year. Like, I have to put out all that money for that. I feel like it's not really the responsible thing to do. And yet, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, you have a good holiday, especially for the kids. If you have kids, or, you know, there's kids in your family, and you want to make sure that you show up on that level and, you know, make their holiday good. But you might be really feeling the pressure, the pinch, the stress of this. Okay, something just got cast away here that brings in positive energy. Okay, so this also could be the fact that, you know, yeah, you might have more than one family to deal with at this time of year with the 2 of hearts. And you feel like you're like trying to keep everything together. It does look like there is some kind of healing here happening as well with the Two of Hearts. Looks good. I feel like maybe you do have like a situation where you ended a relationship, and so that's potentially why you're feeling a little frustrated financially. Could have been you were living together, or you know, you were married, dividing up a household. That can be kind of tricky here. But it's interesting too, because I do feel like that stuff will take care of itself. There does seem like, even though you've dealt with some kind of separation, there's something beautiful coming in to make up for separation in terms of that feeling of love and togetherness with the Two of Hearts here. It is coming up in the light. And again, I also feel like it's this piece of don't focus so much on the monetary piece. Focus on the love, But if there are children, there's different ways that you can bring in the spirit of the season where you don't have to go and spend your life savings to make it a good holiday for them too. And especially when they're young, it's a really good time to start to instill those kind of values in them, Nothing is more valuable than a person's time and energy, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. So there's many ways you can make it a magical experience for them. I do feel like there's some good stuff coming in here, though. I feel like there's something coming in here that's really going to make your heart feel full. Yes. I think you've been through a lot, but there is something here that makes you feel really happy. And for some of you, it's coming in the area of love and healing a key connection too, healing something with somebody that you've really wanted to heal things with. The Two of Hearts, it's been through a lot, man. There's been a lot that's kept this connection from really being all that it wants to be, but I feel like you're getting the way through here. And it's allowing you to put disappointment behind you. It's like you finally have healed from whatever has been released in the past year, whatever went down in the past, and you're getting to the other side of that. And you're opening up to love again. It looks really beautiful. Okay, so this is some kind of happiness coming in for your heart on the other side of what looks like separation and disappointment that you went through. So that's a beautiful thing to celebrate. Okay, somebody special is coming in here. You're going to probably hear from somebody special, or maybe spend some time with somebody special for the holidays, and it really makes your heart kind of flutter a little bit. It's like you're like, oh, there's something good on the other side of all that. I like this. This is nice. Some of you may be traveling with somebody special. Okay. I do feel like you have like a little concern though, just about the finances and stuff. Just, enjoy the experience. Everything's going to work out right here, right? It's like disappointments are turning around for you. So I think you've been nice. Looks like you're getting to the other side of a rough passage here, Virgo. So I like this for you, okay? Look for some good communication coming in. You might even receive like a greeting card that really puts a smile on your face, You might get a voicemail from somebody you weren't expecting to hear from. And with this Two of Cards, it's like sort of like you're coming into contact with your soul family here. People will mean a lot to you. It's not just romantic, though. I do feel romantic vibes here. Yeah, look at this. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's in your favor. Something's a big win for you here with the Six of Clubs. I think you're going to really be feeling good. You're going to be feeling good come Christmas Day here. Yeah, something feels like you really I did it, man. I did it. Yeah, you got over some kind of loss and you're gaining something really big here. Love looks really good. Whatever this is, it looks like it's something coming in for you in the love department. And somebody that you're connecting with here, or you're reconnecting with on the other side of separation, that just, for you, it's like the heart is king, It's what takes the cake here. And as long as you got that love and that feeling of hope in your life again, that's all you need. You feel so rich here. Whatever's going on in the love department for you, you feel incredibly rich. So this is really a key piece for you, especially with celebrating the holidays. Don't worry so much about the gifts. It's about the gifts that come from the heart. And somebody is really maybe teaching you that lesson by how they gift you with their presence, with their attention, with their care, the way they're pouring into you. This is beautiful. You wanted a reconciliation, and that's something you've been desiring, it looks like. There could be some really nice communication coming in around that. Something that really makes you realize, like, wow, there is a way, there is a way to work this out. So this looks really good. I think you're celebrating here. You're feeling happy. We're not gonna question that. Let's do a cut the deck and see what we got. We've got more light energy coming in here. Yes, okay. So you haven't talked to somebody for a while, but I do feel like communication's coming in here. Communication's opening up. I also feel like you're not going to rush this, okay? You're going to take your time. You might drop in for a nice, like, deep drop in with somebody, really connecting with somebody that you haven't been able to connect with for a long time. Maybe just the two of you, just spending time together, that's all you need. That's all you need to feel upbeat this holiday season. So this is nice. It's a real nice energy. I do feel like there will be more to come in this connection, whatever this is, as a result of this communication opening up here. But it takes some time. Okay. I feel like it develops more slowly over a couple months' time. So probably sometime in March, there might be actual like travel to, connect with each other if you live at a distance, or you might actually be making some major change at that time where you're really investing in this connection. It looks like it's a love connection, I have to tell you. Yep. And I mean, I think at this point, you might have some questions. You might wonder, you might have had your guard up a little bit. Yeah, you've had your guard up a little bit because you've been wondering if somebody's been sneaky, is somebody out fooling around? Are they a player? What are they not telling me? Like, you have your doubts, you have your suspicions here. I feel like it's because you went through some kind of loss. Yeah, you went through some kind of loss, and you don't want to sort of like put the cart before the horse like you've done in the past. You don't want to rush things either, because you've done that in the past and it really backfired on you. But whoever this is, they take your defenses down with the 9 of clubs coming up in the light, and you will move forward with this person very boldly, very strongly. And it's like passionate action. And whatever it is, it dispels all the fears, all the suspicion, all the lack of trust here, right? It ends up working out. It ends up working out really well, right? And don't allow this to be tainted by, the fears you have around not having enough money, okay, or not being able to, celebrate or give a gift, or, whatever this is in the way that you were thinking it needed to play out in order for it to be what you want it to be, okay? So this can be like how expectations can work against you. I feel like something that comes through here reminds you of what the spirit of this season is all about. It has something to do with love, communication, love, healing something, coming together with somebody. It helps really dissolve what was stressing you out before. Yeah, and you realize that's just not important. You realize it's just not important. You know, you don't need to worry about that. That's not important at the end of the day. You know, it's like it teaches you something. It shows you something. You know, and you move away from that energy. It's good. Your heart feels very full. Feels very full. It's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe money is tight. Maybe I can't celebrate in the ways that, I normally would like to. Maybe I can't get the kind of gift I want to get that person. But you know what? We got each other. We're talking, and there's hope for the future. Something's really working out here. I'm believing in love again. This is good. Okay? It is. It's really good. And where you're worried about getting a gift for a special someone, and you're like, gosh, I don't know if I even should. There's something here about being too hung up on the appearance of things and really worried, like, are they going to appreciate it? No, this is good. Okay? It's not about all that. Don't get caught up in that crap, because that's what ruins the experience. It looks like you've been good, and you're going to find out what the true spirit of Christmas is all about. And you may know that intellectually, but you know what I mean? It's like when you have an experience that's like a little bit of magic weaving into your life, it really like brings things down to earth in a very beautiful way where you go, okay, you know, I really do have it quite good. That's what I feel. It's that energy coming in for you, Virgo. That's a good energy. Celebrate. All right. Libra coming in at 139.33. All right, Libra. 139.33. Well, this is good. I mean, you do got something coming into alignment, some kind of building block for your future. Looks like something that's built through closing out another cycle there with that 12 energy that came in. 333 is an important number for you. Look for that synchronicity coming in. It'll let you know that something is lining up, something is balancing out here. Looks like positive energy coming in. I like that. Libra could certainly use that energy. We could use a little help. A little help from angels in the outfield, all right? It's not easy to hold down that South Node energy, is it, Libra? All right, let's see what's coming in here for Libras. What's coming in here for Libras? It's a wonderful life, okay? That's a great movie. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of that that's coming in for you. You got like It's a Wonderful Life theme coming in here. Whew, yeah, 10 of Diamonds coming up in the shadow. I think you've been dealing with a lot of loss just coming in here as sort of like the basis of the matter. You may have felt like you lost a lot of money. You may have felt like you dealt with losses on the home front. You may feel like, you know, you're not really wanting to put yourself out there right now either. You know, this is like, yeah, let me just kind of like sort of pull back a little bit. I need some time to myself. You know, I do feel like you've been dealing with some rough stuff here with the 5 of Hearts to the 10 of Diamonds coming up in the shadow. It's been lean times here, but we do have somebody coming in the light here. We got a King of Clubs coming up in the light with the 2 of Hearts coming up in the light. And a 3 of Clubs, something that's been really like through a lot here, coming up in the light and coming in here. Okay, so this is good. There's some kind of alignment coming in here. Could involve fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be something that's opening up the road to the North Node for you. This is the beginning. I mean, I do feel like something has been a little rough here. You have been dealing with separation, or, you know, things just not really working out between you and another, perhaps. It looks like something's coming in here that's mending a rift. This is kind of, you know, helpful energy. Well, let's see what this is. What is this coming into Libra? Discover, Learn, and Play was on the top of the deck there. Okay, so you haven't discovered this yet, but you're about to learn, and it changes the whole game, okay? I think you'll like the hand you're dealt here. So far, it looks like you've been through some really rough stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a Joker here that's taken the fall. They're getting a new view of the situation here. There was something that was really blocked up for you, but it's fallen away here. All right, so it looks like you're not going to be hung up anymore. Yeah, you very well could have dealt with some real reversals in finances. This could have been related to, you know, somebody doing something funny with your money. Could have been something where, you know, they were affecting your business through, you know, sort of attacking your reputation in some way, because that's that 10th house energy. And something's been really disappointing here. But whatever that energy is getting caught up. It's like hangman position here, okay? All right. Okay. Something's coming through here. Maybe coming through for you on the level of your business too. That's an area where you felt really held back and you've been putting a lot of energy into something you've been trying to build for yourself, and you felt like, gosh, this just isn't coming into alignment the way I want. Oh, you might be surprised. There might be an opportunity coming in here that really draws a line between disappointment and you finally getting to that place where you feel like you're getting some traction here. Might be because you have a new vision coming in that regard too, that's changing the game for you. You might be changing the way you work. Okay, something is working out differently, or you got some inspired idea that's moving forward here. So we got kind of like a little mixed bag energy coming in here for you, Libra. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about this. What is this coming in here around this King of Clubs? Let me know the nature of this with the Two of Hearts and the Three of Clubs coming up in the light. Seems like somebody approaching you. All right, very independent energy here. Somebody approaching you, it's something that needs to be balanced out. Okay, so this could be a past person that's approaching you to balance something out, maybe heal something here. Maybe there's some communication coming in here. New way to move something forward. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, it turns around some kind of worry, some kind of stress. All right. I like this, like throwing the 9 of spades to the side. Yeah, this is something that's really going to turn things around for you. Something that was causing you a lot of stress, a lot of worry. Makes your heart real happy here with the Queen of Hearts coming up in the light here. I think this is going to be something you're going to be celebrating. All right, well, something's turning around here. This looks really good. You see a way to work this out. And in terms of your work looks good. Look at this. There's the Ace of Diamonds coming in there. And then right behind them, we have the 10 of Diamonds coming up in the light. You can have whatever you like. This is like everything is balancing out for you. After a time where it was really out of balance, maybe because of third-party interference, but some disappointment there is being turned around. Ooh, this is good energy. This is really good energy, Libra. I got fire sign energy on the board here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I got water sign energy on the board. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also think whatever this is, it puts you in the fields here, okay? It's interesting. When I said Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the shadow card landed here. What is this? King of Clubs in the shadow. Oh, well, this person may be a little upset with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Interesting. I don't know if they're letting you know about something in relation to that. That was weird how that came out. Oh, and the shadow just covered this. Okay, so I put that King of Clubs in the shadow by this Queen of Hearts energy here, and this shadow influence covered this. Okay, so this person could have been in alignment with somebody here. All right. So we have the 4 of Clubs landing there, sort of covering them both. All right. This also could be kind of giving a foundational energy where you were out of alignment with this person at one point. It looks like this energy is sort of being cast aside. Whatever this is, it brings some kind of alleviation to your heart. Like you're not stressed out about something anymore. You may have dealt with like a lot of arguments with this person, or there was some kind of falling out. It made you like really go out of alignment. Like there was a separation here. I see it. With the 3 of Spades to the 5 of Spades. Ooh, and you went cold toward this person too. Like you've been cold toward each other. Ah. But you know what's interesting? Look as I lay the energy down. Why? This might be giving a basis of the matter. Could be somebody in between. The Queen of Hearts here. In between, acting like a helpful influence, helping to bring in alignment with the 4 of Clubs. But actually, no. Betrayal, separation. Yeah. I think that something is being remedied here. That's what I think. And something's being brought to light. Whatever it is that's being brought to light, it dissolves what's been a cold front here. That's what I feel. And it puts you in your heart. And you feel that there's a way to work through this, okay? Interesting. Yeah, it balances out. It balances out. And there's a way through where there wasn't a way through before. All right, so there's some kind of healing happening here. Something that was blocked, some kind of communication is coming in here. Whatever's discussed here, it balances something out. There's also illumination of kind of what happened here. It's like you're sorting through something with someone. Whatever this is, it works out. It also looks like there's some kind of turnaround in your financial affairs, some turnaround in relation to work. Okay, so there's something here that is getting rectified. It looks like you're closing a really rough karmic cycle and you're getting to the other side of it. It looks really good, okay? Let me do a Coven deck because that's pretty complete. But yeah, first there's something to deal with here. And I do think there's a lot of harsh words here. So before you just sort of like fire off communication, maybe your hackles might go up when you hear from this person and you get yourself kind of ready to like fire off, you know, your thoughts about something. You might want to hold up, you know, get grounded here, okay? Get grounded here because what's wanted here is some kind of alignment with the Six of Hearts. This is like a soulmate energy. This is somebody who's part of your soul family. It's somebody that you are meant to balance things out with, okay? And there is a way to sort of stabilize whatever happened in the past year, but not if you fly off at the handle. That's really important here. If you fly off at the handle, Libra, it's going to cause you disappointment, okay? So just take a chill pill, okay? And you can bring this back into alignment, okay? I feel like something was taken out of alignment. Something was supposed to be a celebration. It didn't turn out like that. Something was supposed to bring some kind of arrival point in your life. It didn't work out like that. And it looks like there was some complicating elements in play causing some problems here. And I think somebody's putting you in the loop about what was causing the problems and you're hammering something out. Okay, so don't be so quick to sort of say your piece without listening. You know, give this person an opportunity to tell you what they have to tell you. And I think you're going to be able to work something out here. You see a workable way forward. Looks like a healing. This looks good. Okay, positive energy here. Really rough time coming to an end. Looks like you've been good, but you could really make this go south if you're too quick to fire off at the mouth. So hold your tongue a little bit. Libra, don't give somebody a tongue lashing, okay? You don't even know what they have to say here. Let them have their say. Let them make it right, okay? Yeah, you're ready to just like be like judge and jury here and bring down the gavel. Don't do it, Libra. Don't. You will sabotage this new beginning. Take the time to discover and learn what's going on here before you play your hand, all right? That's all I have to say. Cautionary tale. It's so close, but you could lose it just like that. Looks like you have an opportunity to turn something around and you'd be a fool if you don't take it, okay? So just chill. Hear this person out, all right? Scorpio coming in at 152.10. All right, what is coming in for Scorpio here? Has Scorpio been naughty or nice? Give us the down low about that. Has Scorpio been naughty or nice? Sugar or spice? Making a list, checking it twice. How's it turning out for Scorpio here? What does Scorpio need to know here? Let's get the details here. Scorpio, how's things gonna be for you this holiday? How's it gonna work out for you? What does Santa got in his set for Scorpio? All right, let's check it out. Oh man, I mean, look, it seems like it's on everybody's minds. I mean, and how could it not be? I think collectively, this just is an energy that's in the atmosphere. And I really wish people would just like think more about how they can reframe the holidays, not make it so much about consumerism, figure out ways that you can celebrate that don't put so much stress on you, you know, to have to put out a real lavish spread or, you know, charge up your cards and enter the new year in debt just because you feel like that's what you need to do to make it a good holiday. Don't trip on it, Scorpio, okay? There's other ways to celebrate. Make some new traditions. Maybe go back to the roots, you know, winter solstice that brings us, you know, the start of Yuletide. You know, usually you stay up all night and you visit with friends and loved ones, and you have a fire going, and you just share memories and good times, and you reflect, and you make wishes for what you want to bring in the new year, and you just really dive into the spirit of the season, and you wait until that sun rises to greet it, so you can really acknowledge that, like, okay, the darkness now is going to start to give way. Now from this point forward, with the Sun King's return, everything is going to get lighter and brighter. And so I do feel like make some new traditions. Make some new traditions here with the 10 of Hearts in the shadow. I mean, I think you're feeling a little, it looks like a little melancholy. You might got the blues at this time. I don't know why. But the Cure just came to mind for some reason. Maybe you're listening to the Cure and just feeling kind of bummed out. You might be a little bit in that sort of mind space. Maybe you've had a fight with somebody or falling out with someone with the 5 of Clubs there. You're separated from somebody right now, and you're just feeling like really down about that. Yeah. Somebody isn't here that you really wish were here with you to celebrate the holidays, and you're feeling super bummed out about it. You're sort of indulging a bit too. I feel like you might be listening to music, thinking about that person, where it went wrong. It sounds like you're just doing a little bit of reflecting. Somebody that you had a falling out with. It looks like there was some kind of argument or something, some kind of fight you had, something that's driving a wedge between the two of you. Okay. It looks like a lot of people are really wanting like some healing this holiday season. Well, how's this going to turn out for Scorpio? I got discover, learn, and play popping out as a crossing energy here. All right. There it is coming out here. Interesting. What does this discover, learn, and play about for Scorpio? Let's discover, learn, and play about for Scorpio. I don't know why I got this. Maybe you should have like a game night. I don't know why that's coming in. Might be a good way for you to kind of like, blow off some steam. Maybe you like to get together with some friends and have game night, hang out, have some fun. It could be a new tradition, game night for the holidays. That's a new way to celebrate. Okay, there's something about this, like maybe you need to just kind of bring some people around you, get you out of this sort of funk a little bit, have some fun. Oh, also discover new ways to celebrate at this time of year. You might have a lot of fun just getting the gang together, having a game night, hang out. Yeah, I think it's like you got the drawbridge up right now. You're sort of like, I don't want to do anything. I'm feeling a little melancholy. I feel like there's something for you to discover here, though. There's more coming your way. It's not going to be all about this. Yeah, something's going to take down your defenses here. I see it with the 9 of Clubs coming up in the light now. All right. Right now you got the drawbridge up, but there might be like some kind of invitation coming your way, maybe to a game night or something like this. You should go. Okay. You should go. I feel like something you learn about getting together with these people, accepting the invitation, you discover something you couldn't have otherwise. I think you have fun. All right. I think you'll be glad you went. I do feel like it would be good to get out of this sort of like melancholy kind of energy here. All right. And don't be so stressed out about, the financial stuff. There's other ways to celebrate, There really is. There's other ways to celebrate here. Yeah. I see like there's some kind of blockage being removed here. So maybe whoever you were having a fight with, I don't know. This is kind of interesting energy. Are they going to maybe be at this game night or whatever this is you're being invited to? It could be. Or maybe the invitation's coming from this person that you had an argument with. Looks like blocks are being removed. Could even be like maybe somebody was blocked on social media. Maybe somebody had you blocked. They're unblocking you or something. You're getting a message from them. Feels like there's some kind of invitation coming through here. It changes your mood a little bit, I have to say. Yeah, there was a block here. There was a block that was put in place, but now the block's coming down. Somebody's talking to you. This could be an ex. That King of Spades energy coming out could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in here. You're going to be happy about this, whatever this is. You are. You're going to be really happy. This is like good news. This is good, the kind of like good news that makes you feel giddy with the 10 of Hearts. That's like hearing something that like really like, it makes you feel really upbeat, you know? But if you don't go, if you're like, no, I'm going to sit at home and I'm just going to feel really bummed out. If you do that, you know, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You should go. All right. You really should go. You just accept this invitation, whatever this is. You'll be so happy that you did with the 10 of Diamonds. You'll be like, reunited and it feels so good. It's got that energy. It's got that energy. It feels good. Like you'll be glad you went. Okay. Yeah. It's some kind of invitation coming your way. It could be coming from an ex. All right. Or maybe you've had this person blocked, or, you know, you haven't been open to communicating with them and you just feel like it's pointless to issue an invitation to them. You know, maybe it's not. You know, if you're feeling like that's something that you should do, you know, but you're just scared to do it because you're afraid of getting rejected or something. I mean, it's sort of like you might need to take a little bit of a risk here, get in the game, you know, and see what happens. It looks like if you take the risk, it turns out really well. Or it could be somebody's considering like, should I take this risk? They might have like gone to like message you and then they're like, nah, forget it, you know. They may have picked up the phone multiple times. Oh, I should call. No, I just can't do it. So somebody in this situation has been in that space, whether it's you, you know, thinking, should I do this? But then chickening out last minute, or whether the other, you know, has been in this space, whatever this is, somebody is communicating here. And it looks good, okay? It looks like an invitation is being extended. You should take this person up on their offer because I think that you'll be happy you did, okay? Some argument is being settled here. You're putting your differences aside, and yeah, it makes you happy. Makes you happy, okay? Let's do a cut of the deck, see what we got here. Yeah. 6 of Spades. Right now, there's just being in this really like antisocial. That's what it feels like. It's like antisocial. I don't want to talk to anybody. Bah humbug. It's, you know, it's that kind of energy. But that's going to come to an end. I see it. The angels are brewing up a little something here. That's going to come to an end, and you'll be happy that it does. But it does involve you, you know, taking this opportunity, right? And also be willing to give a little bit, you know what I mean? With the 6 of Clubs here in the shadow, it's like, is it that important to like prove a point or win an argument? Like it could be like that kind of thing. Like, well, I'm not going to talk to them until they apologize, you know? And each is sort of like staying in their corners, like arms crossed. And yet they're both like really want to talk to each other. It's silly. All right. So it's like, get over that. Get over that. And then you'll be able to heal this rift. I see it. The 2 of Hearts coming up there in the light. All right. Take the invitation. Go with it. It'll feel good. Whether you've really felt compelled to issue it, but you're just scared, or you're still in that stuck place, like, no, I need to prove a point. You'll know if it's you because you really felt that. Like, no, I'm not going to talk to them until they do this. Like, that would have been your stance. So if that's the case, okay, then you know it's you. But if you haven't felt like that, and if you've just been like, well, you know, that really went to shit, and I don't really know how to resolve it, and they got me blocked, and, you know, they went ghost on me, you know, then I feel like it's the other person that's been struggling, and they're going to be approaching you. But either way, turns out right, right? All right, y'all, happy holidays. I hope you have wonderful celebrations. It looks like, for the most part, Though there are some naughty elements in the mix, there is a chance to make it nice, get it right, and pull a little something unexpected and sweetly surprising out of Santa's sack there. So I do recommend getting the flow of the spirit of the season, turn that energy around where you're wearing a frown. And I think that you'll find there is something worth celebrating if you drop in with what really matters at this time of year. And it feels like that'll come from the heart, okay? Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about that stuff. Bury the hatchet, make things right. And I think you'll like how you open up the new year. All right, take care.